The Earth is such a beautiful planet, and Malaysia is such a unique country. But do you know what is more beautiful, more unique? Well, it's our group members of MP19. Let me introduce all the gorgeous ladies and the handsome gentlemen. Just don't fall in love, okay? Firstly, we have the talkative Atira, the charismatic Faiza, the childish Zayul, the cutie Hasha, the tech Nor, the listener Michelle, the teaser Yaya, the mysterious Zaki, the observer Anis, the initiator Haikal, the hardworking Mazia, and me, Fitri, the responsible leader. Have you ever opened a chemistry book and see a chain of words that seems like utter nonsense or spell straight out of the Harry Potter's book?
Aduh, chemistry. Dah test next week, start belajar lagi belum? Macam ni aku tu.
Well, worry not.
It is not a spell to make you uglier or anything, but it is a name for an organic compound. Well, to be formal, it's more of a nomenclature of organic compounds. Let me explain to you what does that actually mean. Well, nomenclature of organic compounds is a systematic method for naming organic compounds by following the set of rules set by an organization known as the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemists, or also known as the IUPAC.
First of all, let's talk about prefix. In general, prefix is like the start of naming an organic compound. For example, for a 2-carbon chain of organic compound, the prefix is "it". For pent, it's for a 5-carbon chain organic compound. For dodec, it's for a 12-carbon chain organic compound, and lots more. Done with prefix. Let's move to suffix, or in simple words, the end of the organic compound's name. It's like your family name. Let me give an example by using the 2-carbon chain as preference before you guys get confused. Firstly, there's alkane, where we add "ane" at the end of the compound's name. For example, for the 2-carbon alkane, we call it ethane. Next, alkene, where we add "ene", it becomes ethene. Then, for alcohol, we add "ol", and it becomes ethanol. Now, for carboxylic acid, we are gonna call it ethanoic acid. Now, it's simple, right? But we aren't done yet. There are 2 more that is new to us, so be ready and listen closely to this sexy voice. Okay, so there is aldehydes, where we add "al", so for the 2-carbon chain, it will be called ethanol. Lastly, we are going to explain ketones, where we are going to add "one", but here we are going to use the prefix "prop" as the simplest form for ketones, which is propanone. So, that's it for suffix. Now, be ready, because from here on, it will be a bumpy ride. Let's continue with parent functional group, where when there is a compound consisting of 2 functional groups, there will be different precedents for different groups. For example, when a compound consists of alkene and alcohol, the compound will have a suffix of "ol", as alcohol have a higher precedence. But when a compound consists of alcohol and carboxylic acid, the compound will have a suffix for carboxylic acid, as carboxylic acid have the highest precedence among all homologous series. Then, the somewhat of the easy part. For types of bonds, we have 3 bonds, which is single, double, and triple bond. Then, there's types of carbon chain, which is straight often with no side chain, branch often with side chains, and ring, which is often known as cyclo. But what if the carbons are bonded by double bonds? This is an example of a compound with double bond in it. These 2 are the side chains. Since there is only 1 carbon in each side chains, the prefix is meth. But there are 2 side chains on this compound. Therefore, the word meth should change into dimeth. Keep note that the side chains are positioned on the 2nd and 5th carbon. As observed, there are 7 carbons on the main chain, and they are bonded with both single and double bonds, thus making this organic compound an alkene compound. To be precise, it's actually an heptene. So, how do we name this compound? Same as before, the problem lies at the word dimeth. The word dimeth should be changed into dimethyl. Once you combine these 3 words, you'll find its correct name, 2,5-dimethylheptene. Now, let us name an organic compound which we had chosen, 2-methylbut-2-enoic acid, by applying everything we learned before. Don't worry, because we are going to do this step by step. Step 1. we will be counting and identifying the longest branch of the carbon chain, and here we know that the longest carbon chain is 4, so it is known as a butane. The tip is that we count it both direction in all possible ways. Step 2. We will identify the type of bond involved, and there's a double bond, so instead of butane, it is a butene. Step 3. We will locate the double bond, and here we can see that it is at the second carbon chain. Therefore, it is known as but2ene. Step 4. We will identify the parent functional group, and since we can identify the carboxylic acid, the compound will have the suffix of carboxylic acid, as it has the highest precedence among all. Therefore, it is now but2enoic acid. Step 5. We will identify the side chains, and here we have the alkyl group with one carbon chain at the second carbon main chain, and now it will be named as 2-methyl-but2enoic acid. As the parent functional group is at carbon 1, the number will be left off.
So that is all, and now we can be happy because we finally understand this topic. But let's be real, I know some of you guys didn't get it all. But don't worry, because I'm gonna summarize everything for you.
So, firstly, we have prefix, which is the start of naming an organic compound according to the number of carbon chain. Then, suffix, which is the end of naming an organic compound, again according to the homologous series, or in simpler terms, suffix is like our family name. Next, there is parent functional group, where there is a compound with 2 functional groups or more, and each different groups have different precedence, with carboxylic acid having the highest precedence. Furthermore, we have 3 types of bonds, which is single, double, and triple bond. There is also types of carbon chain, which is straight branch and ring chain. So thank you for watching. Bye bye!